epsilon neighborhood of a point. What we call it a epsilon neighborhood of point. The set of all point whose distance from given point is less than some specific number epsilon. Epsilon is a very small positive number, however small you can imagine. We say that it is epsilon and denoted as this one, epsilon. That means we take in any number a and to left or to right we shift epsilon distance. What is epsilon? Epsilon is a very small positive. So the set of all points which are at a distance epsilon from a plus epsilon, a minus epsilon. That is the boundary of the set, a minus epsilon and a plus epsilon, a minus epsilon, a plus epsilon. This interval, that means all real number between a minus epsilon and a plus epsilon, is called a epsilon neighborhood of a point. So how can we define epsilon neighborhood of a point? The set of all points whose distance from a given point is less than some specific number epsilon. Okay. Let a be a point, then consider all points at a distance less than some epsilon greater than 0. That means all points in the interval a minus epsilon, a plus epsilon. Let denote this interval as I. I is a subset of R and it is an open interval. So a belongs to I and I belongs to a belongs to I and I is a subset of R. Then we say that I is an epsilon neighborhood of A. Okay, A is any point and we move slightly towards right a plus epsilon, slightly towards left a minus epsilon. What is epsilon? Epsilon is a very small positive quantity, however small you can imagine. Then we say that it is the epsilon neighborhood of A. Any point A on R, a minus epsilon is a point to the left of A and a plus epsilon is a point to the right of A. All real number between these construct a neighborhood of A. Thus, we can define neighborhood of a point as, this is the definition for neighborhood. A set S which is a subset of R is called a neighborhood of a point A if there exists an open interval I containing A and contained in S. Try to understand this definition. S is a subset of R, that means S is an interval, closed or open, whatever. S is a subset of R. Is called a neighborhood of A if there exists an open interval I containing A and contained in S. Then we say that a neighborhood. Then that interval I is called a neighborhood of S. This is the definition for epsilon neighborhood of a point. Example. Any interval is a neighborhood of each of its points. Take any interval. This is suppose the real line. We take two real number A and B, and this is an open interval, that means A and B does not belong to the set. This is the set S. Then take any point here, any point, real number. Then we can have, because it is open interval, we can have a interval which contains this point and it is contained in this set. So every point in the open interval is, the interval is neighborhood of each point of this interval. If we take a closed interval, if we take a closed interval A and B, then every point of this closed interval, A belongs to the interval and B also belongs to the interval. Every point inside the interval, consider each point inside the interval, then each point interior to this interval has the neighborhood as AB. And what about A if we consider the point A, if we take a epsilon neighborhood containing A, then A minus epsilon will be outside the interval, closed interval AB. So we cannot say that closed interval AB is the neighborhood of A. It is not the neighborhood of the end point A. Similarly, it is not the neighborhood of the end point B, because we cannot obtain an interval containing A which is contained in this set, because when we take here B plus epsilon and B minus epsilon, B to B plus epsilon, this portion lies outside the set and it cannot belongs to the set. So this is not neighborhood of the end points when we take the closed interval, but every other point are neighborhood of each of its point. Look at few more example. The set of real number R is neighborhood of each of its point. Set of rational is not neighborhood of each of its point. Why? Set of rational. Set of rational is not neighborhood of each of its points. Why? Because take any rational point then and take a epsilon neighborhood. Suppose Q is a rational point Q, and we take Q plus epsilon and Q minus epsilon. Okay, Q plus epsilon and Q minus epsilon. What can we say about this interval Q minus epsilon and Q plus epsilon? There are so many rationals in between two irrational that we know. Between Q and Q minus epsilon, there are infinite number of rational number. So Q minus epsilon and Q plus epsilon, this interval is not a subset of Q. It is a subset of R. So we cannot have an interval containing Q and contained in Q. This interval contains definitely Q, the rational number, but this interval is not a subset of Q. So it does not satisfy the definition of neighborhood. Hence, Q is not neighborhood of any of its point. An open interval is neighborhood of each of its point, as we have discussed. The closed interval is neighborhood of each of its points, but not the neighborhood of A and B, because for A minus epsilon, A plus epsilon is not a subset of closed interval AB, and for B plus epsilon, B minus epsilon is not a subset of closed interval AB. Hence, the closed interval is neighborhood of each of its point, but not end point, in excluding the end points A and B. The null set phi is neighborhood of each of its point. It is vacuously true because there are no point present there to violate the condition. So we say that it is neighborhood of each of its point. Any non-empty finite set is not a neighborhood. If the set is finite, then it is not a neighborhood, because to be a neighborhood it should be an interval, and an interval contain infinite number always. An interval which is a subset of R, that means between two rational number there are infinite number of rational number. So a finite set cannot be a neighborhood. Neighborhood always contain infinite number of element. However small the neighborhood is, but it contain infinite number of element. So a non-empty finite set is not neighborhood of any of its point. Therefore, it is not a neighborhood. Any superset of a neighborhood is also a neighborhood. Union of neighborhood is also a neighborhood. Okay. Intersection of two neighborhood is also a neighborhood. This we can check. If M and N are two neighborhood, then their intersection M intersection N is also a neighborhood. We need to check this whether it is true or not. Let M and N are two neighborhood of point X. Then X contain in an interval I1, which is X minus delta 1 plus and X plus delta 1. Delta 1 is a very small positive quantity. Again, x belongs to I2. This interval is contained in M. This we write from the definition of neighborhood. Because M is a neighborhood, that means there exists an interval I1 containing x and contained in M. So I1 is the interval x minus delta 1, x plus delta 1, which is a subset of M. Again, N is also a neighborhood, so it contains an interval I2, which is x minus delta 2, x plus delta 2, and containing x. Now, if we take minimum of delta 1 and delta 2, minimum of delta 1 and delta 2, and let say it delta, then x minus delta, x plus delta will contain in I1, and x minus delta, x plus delta is a subset of I2, and x belongs to I, which is x minus delta, x plus delta, which is a subset of I1 and subset of M. X minus delta, x plus delta is a subset of I2 and is a subset of N. That means this interval I, x minus delta, x plus delta, belongs to both M and N. So this belongs to intersection M and N. So intersection M and N also contain an interval I containing x. Hence, from the definition of neighborhood, M intersection N is also a neighborhood. Similarly, you can prove that union of neighborhood is also a neighborhood. Superset of neighborhood is also a neighborhood.